Now, it has been reported that the inflow of foreign direct investments into the country has, in the recent past, reduced. I'm trying to understand what those are, and that is why I think I need help, really. I have with me Paul Busharizi. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Stop laughing at me. It's real.
Okay.
What are these foreign direct investments and what's happening to them?
Well, foreign direct investments entail a lot of things. It can be money brought in to set up business, more especially.
Okay.
I mean, let's just say set up businesses. A lot of this can be manufacturing or just general trade or any other services. That's foreign direct investment. This is as opposed to other kind of investments that can come into the country.
Ah,
Yeah.
so why are they declining? Should we even be worried about it?
Well, I saw the report you're referring to. It
Yeah.
does not indicate whether this is a trend, whether it has been happening year on year, or whether it's just a one-off. It might just be a one-off tick. But I mean, you should be people should be worried if foreign direct investment declines in a country like Uganda, because foreign direct investment brings in resources that we don't have to set up stuff here, which many times we can't set up ourselves. We don't have the resources or the expertise to set them up. So foreign direct investment coming in brings in capital, brings in expertise, which can be transferred to our own locals, and brings in much needed services or goods that are needed. So if it's falling, you worry. Although that report talked about the number of projects falling, they didn't say the amount of money, because you can have a fall from, there was talk about 200 something projects to 193 projects, but one of those projects can more than make up for the difference. So the report was not too clear on that one.
Okay, does that mean if it continues to fall, we are losing out on opportunities for, say, jobs?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A country like Uganda, I said, which doesn't have all the resources it needs to invest, it's to be of concern if this trend continues. I'm hoping it's just a one-off.
Okay. The same report says that Uganda's global competitiveness has fallen from 113th to 122nd. What does that mean?
So the global competitiveness, I think it's a global competitiveness report, is done by the World Bank, and they measure. So they say, what do you need for business to operate in your thing? Because the competitiveness of countries is judged by the competitiveness of the companies in that country.
Right.
So what do I need? What does a country need to have competitive businesses? So they talk about infrastructure, human resource, financing, the ability to even start a company or close it, the legal framework like property rights and all that. So they measure you against a various number of measures. So if Uganda is number one, has fallen from 113 to 122 out of 189 countries, that's bad, of course. We're in the bottom half, obviously, of the thing. And this is important because you see, if your jobs especially are created by companies, governments don't create jobs. So if you're not attracting businesses and it's not attractive for businesses to be in you, that means you've put a ceiling on your ability to create jobs. So it's of concern. It should be of concern to us.
Okay, and are there ways of mitigating this?
No, absolutely. So as I said, the report looks at what it takes for a business to work. So for example, why should it take, I saw in that report that they've reduced the number of days it takes to register land. Land from 52 to 30 days. Why should it take 30 days?
Why should it
take all that long? They've thankfully in that report they still say they have reduced the number of time it takes to register a business to 1 day. Which is great. That's fantastic. Because you see, as a businessman, every day that you're not producing is a cost to you.
Yeah.
So the sooner you can get your business up and running, the better. So if in that competitiveness report they can also talk about, for example, the accessibility or the regularity of power. If you're getting load shed every day, it's a cost to the businessman. So there are certain things we can do. For example, we've been very quick to do that thing of a one-stop center. You can, when you go, you register. If you're going to operate in Kampala, you'll also get a KCCA permit. You'll also get all sorts of things in one place, which is fantastic. But there are these other things we need to do. One of the major things that businesses look out for is respect for property rights. You see, if you get a reputation as a country that you can wake up tomorrow and say, I think New Vision is not doing a good job, we're going to take it over. Businessmen, of course, don't want that.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you know, when you're in a country, the government really can do whatever it wants. Everywhere in the world, the government can do what it wants.
True.
So its ability to let businesses operate is a win thing, and that is shown by the legal framework, how is, like, the court processes, how are they, and all that kind of business. So the things we have to do are many times in those things.
Okay.
Do we respect property rights? Our court processes free and fair, and take you know, short enough time for business to operate, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you cannot do it all like this, otherwise we'd be number one. But yeah, we better start.
At least we were somewhere. Whatever happened, we need to work on it.
Yeah, we have to work on it, yeah.
Absolutely. Right, there you are. Some of these things we need to understand. They're quite economical. But thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.